Hello, and welcome to the Comics Newswire Expanded. Week 29 through the 30th, that's the 18th through the 27th, and might go to August 3rd. For those who don't know, my beautiful autistic 7-year-old son has to have surgery, so we have combined it the last 2 weeks as I will be taking time away to be his dad and take care of him. Now, if you're going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, please show off your table where you're going to be. This is part of the Newswire. It is, again, week 29 and 30. You can come right here, click on this link, and you can tell us where you are in the show. All right, and we also have one for Twitter, which you can find over at COMiXforecast.com. All right, now we're going to get started. You're going to notice me taking a few pauses in between things. That's because these are actually going to all be cut up and made into smaller, easier to share videos on the TikTok, and some might even wind up on YouTube and Twitter. So here we go. Hold on one second. Jaxie boy. Shh. All right. Here we go. It's funny. So many people tell me to stop advocating for others. Worry about myself. Right, hold on one second. It would help if I took the overlay away. So we have the overlay still on the mainstream. I apologize, kids. Let me get rid of that right now so you can see what we're all seeing, and I'll start over. So here we go. And just for the record, if you're watching this, this is the AnderSiN Robert post about San Diego Comic-Con. Again, COMiX Forecast. So I'm serious. Here we go. From this point on, pauses between things. We're on our way. It's funny. So many people tell me to stop advocating for others. Worry about myself. Fuck that. Helping people centers me. Not going to stop. Thank you for the trust you all give to me to do so. And I truly appreciate that. And recently realized how much this centers me. The quick story is when I got hurt, I was told by someone who was helping me through it, psychologist, to work through the fact that I was dealing with so much pain and I was so upset about being hurt and the way I was being treated. They suggested putting all of my energy into something worthwhile as opposed to arguing with people online. Even more so lately, I realized that this helps center me, and it's a great thing, and it helps other people, and I love doing it. So I don't plan to slow down on my advocating anytime soon. Sorry, I had to take a quick drink. So here we go. The Expanse, a hero for the hood. If that image was there, you'd be so impressed because it looked like a newspaper. But for whatever reason, it's not showing. How uncool is that? We don't want that, right? So but if it did show, you'd be pretty impressed, I think. Moving on. That's the last week, so time's almost up. Help me out. Share it. Talk about it, especially considering I'm going to be so busy with my son this week. Any and all help for the Expanse would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully we get a better shot of it in the next few minutes. Jen Leanna shares with the Comics Newswire. Hi, everyone. This is the cover of our new magazine, The Brooding Muse. It's debuting in August 2022. Previews of they are super excited. It delivers gift-filled illustrated horror fantasy inspired by classic black and white magazines of the late 70s and early 80s, featuring new-styled short stories such as those found in the classic Warren horror magazines. Combined with the long story format of Marvel Comics' Savage Sword of Conan, starting July 27th, can be requested to be added to your pull or request it from your local comic book shop starting July 27th. It's a pretty badass cover right there, so definitely think that's cool. Right, so we're going to frame this up right and tell you all about it. Just 1 second. There we go. From Heather Ellen, she says, Shakira brings the heat with this cover for Bunny Goes to Space. Will you pick the naughty or nice? Check them out at Bunny Space. There's on Kickstarter. and order yours today. It is like Harley Quinn meets Barbella. All right, moving on. Sean Fournier gives us his Kickstarter. Starting this week, we're going to be mixing Kickstarters in with the Comics News Wire to make sure that we're covering everything the way it should be covered. So you will now see them mixed in as they should be with the Comics News Wire. So here we go. Sean Fournier gives us the Scarlet Huntress Reckoning, the 5th issue. Brings Scarlet's revenge story to a climactic end in Reckoning, but opens the door to more journey and trials ahead. Spoilers! Why would he do that to us? But it looks fantastic. Get your copy now on Kickstarter and part of BACKERPAUSE.com. From John Cotis, we have Zombie the Vampire Hunter, a video for you guys to check out. He says the NWO thought it can control the human race with a pandemic and vaccines that mutated them. Raki Majah thinks otherwise. Check this out as part of the Comics Newswire, week 29 and 30. And it actually asked about COVID information centers. How funny is that? I thought that was hysterical. All right, so we're going to talk about the Freak Meter. The Freak Meter is now on Kickstarter. It is like Jiminy Cricket meets a bad guy and tries to help him become better. It's a collection of all the stories brought to us by Tom. And it is available on Kickstarter now. Oh man, this one stinks that they don't have the image of it. A crowdfunder on Zoop? That's right. In a world of desolation, the race is all that matters. Blood Run! Blood Run's trailers on YouTube and can be found as part of the Comics Newswire, week 29 to 30. All right, this one I'm excited about. Here we go. The hardest working man in comics, Victor Dandridge Jr., presents as a dad and a writer of all ages friendly comics. I fully appreciate a good pun and some delicious wordplay, and the Kinder Guardians definitely have that. Try a little kinderness. Now on Kickstarter. All right. We give you 7 minutes with comic creator Rob Molitari. I should have said that was on YouTube. Kind of blew that. But actually, I could try it again. I think I would do it like this. This is brand new to our show, so we're still getting used to it now, kids. Here we go. 7 minutes with a comics creator named Rob Molitari and his Lone Wolf Productions. Now on YouTube, comics advocating at your pace and in your time. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, comicbookadvocates.com. I think that's a better one. There we go. Coming soon from Mike Dulce is his Epicenter issue number 1, a sci-fi pulp thriller comic about a high school senior who discovers her boyfriend is much more than he appears. It's always them teenage girls getting in trouble. NRG Comics gives us big news. Enter number 1 is fully completed in Patreon for reading. Here's a sample of the awesome issue, but you can read the entire thing and more by subscribing to the Patreon for NRG Comics. Roadkill Rampage heads to Kickstarter soon. And I know what you're thinking. Roadhouse? I mean, wait, no, that's just me. But it definitely looks cool, and it's something you should be checking out. Coming soon to your crowdfunding platform. This is something that you're going to want to add to your collection. And it's given to us by Heather Ellen, who reminds us it's going to be on Kickstarter soon. So hit that notify me button now. All right. From Silverline Comics, Trumps. There's a reason they call the Joker wild. Oh my. Check this out. This is the third issue coming from Roland Mann, Mickey Coulson, and Bedwell. So this looks awesome. Check it out now. And this will be part of BACKERPAUSE as well. So stay tuned. You can also go to silverlinecomics.com, I'm pretty sure. And it is on Kickstarter. Cherry Jones shared with us the Red Ghost is debuting their Kickstarter miniseries right now and is live. And it is about Miss Vengeance, the Broken Pavement, the complete series. The Red Ghost of the night, known only as Miss Vengeance, comes to life in this 3-issue comic book series from Limitless Comics. Now part of BACKERPAUSE.com. We shared with you this week on the Comics Newswire, week 29 to 30, found at COMiXnewsWire.com, the YouTube video about the crazy Marvel history. It's X-Men TAS 92 episode broke down. It's about Sinister, and believe it or not, Jack the Ripper. Check out the video for more context. Now on YouTube. The 13th Labor is on Kickstarter, and speaking about labor, Sean Keenan I don't know if it's invited or welcomed. Welcome. There we go. We'll go with welcome. A brand new baby girl into his family. So we congratulate him for that. We congratulate him for this amazing looking Kickstarter, which is 90% funded and will be 100% funded soon. This is the 13th Labor, now on Kickstarter and part of BACKERPAUSE.com. Again, Sean, congratulations to you and your family. All right. The only problem with zooming is we have that problem. All right, I have to get another sip. I have to get used to these breaks. That's the biggest problem I'm having right now. I'm not used to taking the breaks, but to cut it up, I have to get used to it. All right, so here we go. Gamal Hennessy from the business of comic book publishing gives us a chart from comicspeak.com, which tells us that graphic novel sales grew over 60% in 2021, and the outlook is good for the comic book industry. But it is impressive with all channels up significantly. He quotes, find more at the business of comic book publishing on Facebook today. Sorry about no preview picture. I don't know what's up with the preview pictures. Even here, again, we're just going to skip this because I have enough on there. But for those you know, this is my Expanse thing. You can get it. It's a hero battling of Brawn versus Brain. There's even a new one. It's just not updating. Something's up with Facebook. All right, here we go. Don't end up a dead body. Help us stop the future war. It's the 2001 AD graphic novel, which will be just $15 for the first 48 hours. Sign up to be notified. This is brought to us by Sean P. Terry over at the Comics Newswire Facebook group. Check out the art. All right, scrolling up. Expanse again. No image again. I can't tell you how upset I am. It just burns me. Kurt Zorer shared at the Comics Newswire on Meta. Spectrus and Sabian. There we go. Set. I'm going to try this again. There we go.
Dave, I need more table. Dave, I need to get more table.
Hold on one second. Jaxie has a Lego emergency. He's building something. He's out of here. He's dragging away a table.
Yeah.
All right. That's why I had to stop. I saw him run in here. All right, let's try this again. All right. Kurt Zorer posted in the Comics Newswire over on the Meta that Sabian and Spectrus is 90% currently funded. They just announced the gorgeous new cover by M.R. Gunn. Check this out. Look at that. It's beautiful. Love it. Love the covers on this project. Backed it myself. It's going to be my sister's Christmas present. Don't any of you ruin it for her. This is now on Kickstarter and a part of BACKERPAUSE.com. All right, here we go. Every mystery we solve brings me closer to the realization that the only monsters in this world are pathetic old men and women trying to steal as much money as they can. How sad yet true. God bless you, baby. Coming from the business of comic book publishing by Gamal Hennessy, if you're a comic book creator building a business for your work, then you need to read this book. And it is his book, man. I have it. I own it. It's amazing. If you don't have it, go to creativecontractconsulting.com and pick up a copy of his book right now. Chrissy Rodriguez shares with us that the Dust County Chronicles #2 of 3 in an adventure miniseries has become live on the Kickstarter. And it takes characters from every story in the DCC and brings them together for a horrific tale of mystery, betrayal, and sacrifice in a world of nightmares and monsters. Be careful about entering Dust County Chronicles. Found now on Kickstarter. Kurt Zura gives us, I've been posting a lot about Spectrus. But what about Sabian? Don't worry. Our favorite rat demon gets some love in issue 4. Check out the Maccabee tale of the ghost of Cleopatra's top assassin and her demon associate. It's live on Kickstarter through Friday, the 22nd at midnight. Look at that. Michael McAdams shares with us the Xanatos, the Light of Joy, continues on Webtoons as Sean Preston navigates the sun of an alien Xanatos and the energy of joy into his formerly dreary life. Every Sunday, check it out on Webtoon. This is by Michael McAdams, art and colors by Mark and Marvin Marvida. It definitely looks awesome. Check it out now. It's from Two Gargoyle Comics. Again, no image. Now live on Kickstarter, Miss Vengeance, The Broken Pavement, the complete series is available. It's the Red Ghost of the Night, only known as Miss Vengeance. I think we recorded this one already, but give it some more love. Ooh, this looks cool, right? I saw this image and I was like, hello, what's your name? All right, so let's see. I don't think we've gotten to the halfway part yet. We have a lot of news for you kids today because it's a 2-week show. The only thing I might come back next week to do is the forecast, but for now, this is going to be it. I'm trying to see if I have more information on this one for you guys. Hold on, bear with me. It's coming, it's coming. We might just have to open this. Hold on, pause. Yeah, because this wasn't, it was on my page. All right, so I'm going to borrow this for a second. There we go. Bear with me and I'll read this for everyone. There we go. Evan Query gives us, finally coming, folks, Murder City #1. In just 2 weeks, that means we'll be back. Then they'll be back. They'll be announcing the Kickstarter launch soon. Oh my, crawling along the city's rooftops, a bullet-riddled, spring-heeled Jack continues to pursue the Moonlight Killer. I got the first issue. You should get both of them in the upcoming Kickstarter. Now let me load this up. Load it up for you people at home so we can read this. You guys can't see it, but off screen I actually have these written out. I don't know why it does it, but it does it. So let me give you the info. Oh, the face is gone. It's not cool. Heather Ellen tells the Comics Newswire over on Meta that the new cover by Diaxe D, featuring December Lace, Courtney Rose, and Avanta Rives for as Space Girls, just added to the Kickstarter Naughty or Nice, Bunny Goes to Space, with covers available. Check out Kickstarter right now for this project. COMiX News Wire, where we give you the news coming out of the comics industry weekly. Except next week, we're off. All right, here we go. Let them be unkind. Let them gossip. Let them criticize you. Just don't listen. They are picking on you because they feel badly about themselves. No one can take away your worth unless you listen. That's powerful. And we already talked to Spectrus and Sabian, but here is the actual image. Me and Jax went to see the WWE live event here in Fort Myers, Florida, and I just wanted to say they put on an amazing show, and comics and wrestling have always crossed over. I think there's fans who share the experience of liking both, and these are amazing athletes who definitely made Jax happy that night. You can't see it, but he's actually got his own title belt. This August 3rd, there's going to be a virtual art showcase at CB2 Bar and Grill on Cleveland Avenue in Fort Myers. Doors opening at 8 p.m. Goes to 2 a.m. and it's all visual artists welcome. This is Wednesday, August 3rd. I'm going to definitely try to be there. And that's Mike Seeley. He's featured. How awesome is that? So mark it on your calendar. August 3rd is the date. Some news to share. Miss Marvel producer Sana Amante responds to criticism about the series being woke. She says, I think it comes from a place of anger and sense that their identities are being threatened. If they can't connect with it, then that's okay. I just wish they wouldn't try to put it down. Isn't that just like what we should be doing, not tearing things down just because they're not necessarily what we like? I'm just saying. We did Freak Meter on this show, I'm pretty sure already. So I do like the new thing, though. So we're going to read this new. We talked about this yesterday, so let's see. This is updated today, so I'm pretty excited. Here we go. Thomas gives us Freak Meter, a supernatural road trip hardcover collection. Take a trip with Luke and Maggie, a first-class ghost and a ghost hitchhiker that together do their best to navigate all his bad choices. Oh my God, if you guys saw BACKERPAUSE, we talked about it. He nailed it. That is a great pitch. I love the imagery. There we go. I'm going to go congratulate him as soon as I'm done with this show. That's amazing. Well done, my friend. Sean Keenan shares with us the 13th Labors, issue 1, 2, and 3, a story of a girl, gods, ghosts, aliens, and intergalactic tournament of champions, now on Kickstarter. From Gamal Hennessy over at the Business of Comic Book Publishing. According to Webtoon, payouts to English language creators topped $27 million since 2020, or more than $1 million per month on average. But as with any platform, here we go. There is a power curve where a few top featured accounts for a majority of the revenue, views, and subscribers, with a long tail of material that generates significantly less. In other words, they might be touting that they've paid out $27 million. That $27 million, honestly, for the majority of it, could have gone to about 20 creators, and then the rest of whatever was left over could have been given out to thousands. So it's not a winning lottery ticket. It's hustle and getting to the top like any other profession. Gamal Hennessy from the Business of Comic Book Publishing is also a lawyer. If you want a free contact attorney consultation, reach out to him at creativecontractconsulting.com. Gamal is an amazing guy, and you definitely want to listen to what he's going to say. The payouts just doubled up for some reason. Here we go. This one I found funny, so I'm actually going to do it. And in the funnier side of news, Marvel had to actually stop and clarify something because some people were a little confused. Miss Marvel producer Bashir K. Allah, I think, has clarified that Kamala doesn't turn into Carol in the final credit scene. It's actually Carol Danvers standing in Kamala's bedroom. To me, what I had seen when I watched this, and I hope this isn't a spoiler for anyone, is I saw them transported into each other's place. So they switched places somehow. Why that is? What connection do they have? Well, that's what the upcoming movie, what is it? The Marvelous Marvels, is going to be all about. All right, so finally, something for the Expanse. This is a video. So here we go. Something I can actually pitch and maybe not throw away. Expense, a hero battle of brawn versus brain to rescue Jenna. Will JW get there in time? Will Jenna survive? You're going to have to get your copy of The Expanse today by going to CreatorOwnComics.com. That's COMIX. You have to let a lot go to become healthy, because what you are holding on to is poisoning you. How about a local comic book shop? This is from Emerald City Comics. They found a shoplifter and took some stuff that didn't belong to him. About $200 in vintage comics. If you know this gentleman, please tell him to go give back what he's taken and apologize. Maybe they won't press charges. But this is not cool, kids. Buy your comics. For those going to San Diego Comic-Con, I've got some bad news for you. Before the show even begins, there was a possibility of a Comic-Con hotel strike. Oh my. That could be very disruptive. FYI, for anyone San Diego attendees staying at the Bayfront Hilton, you might have trouble getting some towels this weekend. And for what you guys pay for those San Diego Comic-Con hotels, I would be mad. Let's hope the strike doesn't happen. Again, The Expanse. Beautiful images I made, not even shown. But here we go. And here's another one. The New York Reporter reports about the influencer and asks, who is this so-called influencer? And we asked, would you guys want this as a cover? And no one said anything, so we're not making it a cover. Maybe it'll be a cover for his first issue, though. You'll have to wait and see now. All right, so we're going to go over to the COMiX Forecast. We're only going to cover from on this show the creators we know are going to be somewhere, and then the extended forecast will have all the shows brought to us by our affiliate, ConventionScene.com. So this is going to be a shorter forecast. Here we go. Oh, and we didn't put it in. So if you want the forecast this week, you're going to have to go here. Apparently, it did not take, and I don't have the energy or the effort to fix it right now because we're still live and we've gone way over what I want to be. We're almost 30 minutes, so we're going to cut it off here. We do have a video for it. In the future, we're going to try to have all of the people who are there in here to be part of it. And instead, I'm just going to jump over there, and instead of fixing it, I will just go over and manually talk about it. So here we go. Bringing it up. So normally, for whatever reason, maybe it didn't just reload the way it was supposed to, but here we go. So at San Diego Comic-Con, you're going to be able to find Mike Seeley and tell us where you are over on our meta group. You'll be able to find Mike Seeley walking around trying to learn about all the different stuff going on. You're even going to have a Twitter feed where you can drop some pictures and tag us in it. So Mike Seeley is trying to find out what's going on in the industry. So reach out to him over there on the Twitter and get the information to meet up with each other and talk comics if you want. And also Thomas Eric Doherty is going to be at L09 in the small press. Then in Gem City Comic-Con, we'll have Matthew M. Skillerin. He's going to be there at the Three Wise Men Media. And this is not at San Diego Comic-Con. Remember, this is Gem City Comic-Con. Yes, there are other Comic-Cons this weekend. And Sean Fournier will be at Gem City Comic-Con as well. And big show, apparently. This is from the Jersey Shore Comic Book Show called the Rock-Con. You're going to be able to meet Darren Eck, Dan Campbell. This is going on the 23rd from 10 a.m. to, I think, 5 p.m. And along with them, you're going to be able to join, to meet, I should say, Raymond. There we go. And I believe Nope, that's it. 3 people that we know are going there, but it looks fun. And then Rafael Neves is going to be at Comicpalooza or Comopolis. And that's going to be on the 23rd. And that's going to be a fun show, too. So check that out. And this is Rafael Neves. And that's it, guys. If you want to see the extended forecast, go over to our YouTube channel. It's already live. Just go to the SDCC, get an expanded forecast. This week's crowdfunder of the week is the Expanse, and it's about the influencer. Remember that our Facebook group itself has a place for you guys to put your information about the actual comics funding that you're trying to achieve. Go to comicbookadvocates.com for our email address, or go straight to COMiX Newswire on the Meta as your direct upload to our site. And here we show off the comicbookadvocates.com. This is our channel, our YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed so you can get COMiX Advocating on your schedule. And there it is. In this week's videos, BACKERPAUSE Plus, and we have Just Press Play. The BACKERPAUSE edition, we have COMiX Creator with Rob Molitari. And 7 minutes of COMiX Creator. 7 minutes with the COMiX Creator, Rob Molitari. See, this, I'm not good at 30-minute videos. 7 minutes with Matt Shar and 7 minutes with Dennis Knight. We're going to be adding to that. It's all brought to you by comicbookadvocates.com, where the love of comics comes first. And that's it, guys. I will be talking to you all in August. I will be posting more than likely on social media, and I will keep everyone up to date on what's going on with checks this Wednesday via my Facebook page or profile, depending on how you look at it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Enjoy the rest of your July. I will see you all back in August.